Well, good evening. It's so good to have you with us as we celebrate Easter Saturday together. It's a little bit different stopping to pause on Easter Saturday. We're used to gathering around Good Friday and Easter Sunday, but we usually kind of skip over Easter Saturday. But this is a different journey through Easter this year that we're going on together. And we're up to part 3 of our journey, the third devotional in this 4-part series. And if you've missed the first 2, we'd love you to go back and catch up on those. We gathered together on Maundy Thursday evening and again yesterday morning on Good Friday. And today we find ourselves at Easter Saturday. And I don't know if you've ever thought about how Easter Saturday would have felt for the disciples, but can you imagine for them, Jesus has died. Jesus, their friend, Jesus, their leader, Jesus, the one that they'd been following and journeying with for all this time, has died, but he's not yet risen from the dead. And so the disciples would have found themselves despairing, grief-stricken, heartbroken. And so for us together today to stop and pause in this moment, I think is going to be really significant, because we know that there are always seasons in life for us where we get caught between the end of something and the beginning of something new. In this moment, we're caught between the death of Jesus and the resurrection of Jesus, and what happens in that space between. And what I've learned over time, and what I think we're going to discover together, is that even though it can look like nothing's happening, Jesus is fighting on our behalf in the unseen. And I just want to declare that over you tonight as we come to gather around the Word of God again together, that even in the unseen, Jesus is still moving. Jesus is still orchestrating things on our behalf. And so I just pray that that encourages you tonight. And so let's open the Word together. Have you got your notebook ready? We hope you've got a pen, and let's dive in.
C.S. Lewis said that no one ever told me how much grief felt like fear. And if you've ever felt grief before, it feels like you're drowning. It feels like being swallowed, and it's like you're not going to come up. And for the disciples on Saturday night, this is exactly what they were feeling. The Lord was gone, and for them, he was gone forever. They'd walked for 3 years with him, and they'd seen him die. And the Saturday night was a different reality, like they'd never see him again. Yet, all the while, Jesus was at work, defeating sin and death, defeating hell and all of hell's demons. He was working, yet the disciples didn't see it. It was a little bit like the Saturdays of our life, the days between the cross and the crown. We have let go of one monkey bar before you grab hold of the next. And it's frightening and it's scary. But maybe the Saturdays of our lives are the days when God is working the most, when we don't see it, and yet he's at work. When we feel like it's all over, he's at work. When we feel like we're drowning, that could just be the time when Jesus is doing his most beautiful and powerful work right in the middle. So hold on, because Sunday's tomorrow. Glorious resurrection awaits you. But for now, sit in this moment and know that God is working on your behalf. Know that He's working right now, even though you don't see it. So Father, come and rescue us. Come and save us. Come and set us free. Come and do a work even when we don't see it. In Jesus' name, amen.
So as we find ourselves in this uncertain time, in this uncertain season in the world today and in the life that we're living, I wonder how you manage the tension of uncertainty in those times in our lives where we have those Easter Saturday experiences, where we feel caught in a liminal space, in the space between perhaps you feel like you've set out from the shore in an area of your life, but you've not yet reached the destination. And I wonder if maybe you could take some time this evening to chat with the people that you're with, perhaps give someone a call or jump on FaceTime and have a chat with someone tonight about how do we manage the tension of uncertain times together? How do we just stand in that place? How do we pause in that moment and invite God to speak to us in the midst of it? And we look forward to hearing your stories, what the Lord's been speaking to you about over this Easter time. And we just pray that this has been a blessing for you tonight. We'd love you to join us tomorrow morning on Easter Sunday morning as we celebrate that Jesus has risen. And we can't wait to share that with you tomorrow. So 9 a.m. tomorrow, we'll see you there.